Hello, Jesse Good here, and today I'm reviewing the LEGO Fabuland 1982 set, which is called Hugo Hog the Tinker. I don't know the price of this. I don't know anything really about this set. I'm very new to Fabuland, but gotta open that sealed packaging right there, unfortunately. And we'll pull out all the stuff that's in there. No instructions or anything like that, but let's get into the set. So here is Hugo Hog, and you can see Fabuland minifigures are a lot different from LEGO minifigures. Their heads are so much more enlarged. You could just compare it to a Lego minifigure like Jay from the most recent Skybound theme. And actually, they're not much bigger in their height or anything like that. It's just the heads, and there's a lot of different parts to them. For example, their legs are actually two independent ones, just like minifigure heads, but they have a more rectangular and blocky look to them with long shoes or feet, I guess you could say. Their arms are a little bit different as a mold from Lego minifigure arms as well. But they have basically the same movement on the arms and legs. But with the head, there is a little bit of a different movement going on, because while you could move it 360 degrees like this, you could actually move it a little bit up and a little bit down, because it is on like a little ball joint, which is quite interesting in my opinion. So that's how you get those different kind of poses like that. And that, I guess, adds for a little bit more expression. So that's very interesting in its own right. All this is kind of a plastic, but the head is not a rubber, which is what I thought Fabuland minifigures had, but rather it's a matted plastic, so that means it has a little bit of, I guess, very minor bumps to it, or it has a little bit of a rough feel to it. But it is a very high quality molding, so I do appreciate that for a 1982 set. So for the actual build of the set, there's just some pieces. That's it. It's 5 pieces. The first one is a broom piece. This mold is still used to this day, but we don't get it in this earth orange color anymore, unfortunately. There's also this Fabuland frying pan, which you can see even has a Fabuland logo on the bottom. This frying pan mold is discontinued. They don't use this piece anymore. But they do use this piece right here, which is the cauldron mold, except they don't use it with that Fabuland print on the bottom. Or not really print, but molding on the bottom. And that's kind of cool that that's still a relevant piece to this day. And then the last build, or the last piece, is this little wheelbarrow, which you can see has 2 of these rods back here so that you could control or make the pig handle it just like that. And it's actually made out of 2 pieces. You got these little wheels on the bottom, which just kind of clip off just like that, but it already comes pre-assembled. And you can see there's 8 studs right on there. And that actually reminds me that each of these Fabuland minifigures can fit onto 4 studs. So they have clutch power for that. And you can just stick them on like that. And the same could be said about the accessories, which all just stick onto 4 studs, which include the cauldron and the Fabuland frying pan, which goes on just like that. So looking at the packaging up front, you can see it is a blister pack, so you have 2 of these holes right here that you can kind of open in a clamshell design, which you saw me opening in the start of the video. But a very cool kind of design on the front right here with all these different Fabuland sets. And on the back, they showed the little set right here where it looks like Hugo the Hog is pretty happy, or he wants to sing or something. So that's it for the Hugo Hog set. I can't really rate it because it's a really old and discontinued set that came out many, many years ago. Either way, I still appreciate this line as a whole, and if I could find more that are cheap and sealed, I think I'll get more, because it's just a really kind of peculiar part of LEGO's history that has garnered a nostalgic fan base, it seems like, on Eurobricks especially. But a lot of us modern people just don't look at this theme and don't see this theme as good. But I personally think that this is a pretty interesting theme. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, because I have such a small taste at it. And I'm glad that I have this small set, because it kind of gave me a little bit of a taste of the theme as a whole. So that's it for now. Tell me if you want to see more Fabuland reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.